In this video, we're going to talk about why most people just keep spinning their wheels. So when people are marketing themselves, they're trying to get business. They're trying to improve stuff, but they just keep spinning their wheels. It's like nothing really seems to be working, or things just stay the same, that they just stay that way for a really long time. And if they were to look at last year's income statements, they look at the year before that and the year before that, usually it's the same thing. They're stuck in, let's say, 50, 70 grand, 100 grand, whatever it is, they're stuck. And they just keep spinning their wheels. And so most people keep spinning their wheels for three different reasons that I wrote down. So first off, they don't realize how long it takes to get traction. They don't realize how long it takes to actually get some momentum going to produce the results that they want to produce. It took me years for me to build my speaking business and entertainment business the way it is and to get high paying gigs. It took me years. And that combined with there was no real information out there that actually showed me how to do it. All the information out there was just freaking crap. I mean, I'll say this right now. All these top speaker gurus, it was all crap that they were putting out there. And the problem is, it was hard to determine if it was crap or not. And so I knew these guys were making money. I mean, they were obviously making money. The problem is they were making money showing people how to make money rather than making money doing the thing that they were showing people how to make money with, if that makes any sense. And so they would say, I'm a millionaire, learn from a millionaire, whoop-de-doo. And I would read their stuff and I would think like, what? This is some basic stuff, talking about fax machine stuff, and what is a fax nowadays? And so it was like basic stuff, and I was getting some really bad advice. And so that just made it take longer for me to produce results. And so what happens is when you get bad advice combined with the fact that you don't realize how long it actually takes to get some traction, then a lot of people keep spinning their wheels, and the worst thing that happens is people just give up. And so you have to realize that in order for you to get traction, in order for you to get momentum, it's going to take a while. It's going to take years. I mean, it's not like there's no 30-day, 90-day this. I don't care what people say in terms of 30-day, 90-day stuff, 7-day challenge, whatever it is. There is no such thing. Literally no such thing. If you are building a real business, it will take time and it will be hard as hell. Trust me on that one. And so the second reason why people tend to spin their wheels is because they don't move fast enough. And I truly believe people don't move fast enough because they don't have anything to compare themselves to. So most people who are starting a business aren't around other entrepreneurs, let alone an entrepreneur who's like extremely aggressive, like, all right, let's go, 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 go. And so they're not around this type of person. And because they're not around this type of person, they don't realize how fast they need to move, and they don't realize how slow they're actually going. And so what happens is, I tell people, like with speakers, I tell speakers, you got to contact 100 people a day. If you're not contacting 100 people a day, that is why you don't have any events lined up. And I just think that people don't realize that. People say, oh, I contacted 10 people this week. I'm just sitting there like, oh my goodness, come on, man. You gotta do more. And when I talk with a lot of guys, they say, all right, I'm going to have my website up by this date. And I think, why don't you have it up within 3 days? And especially the way websites are built now, where it's like drag and drop status. And the only reason you wouldn't have it up in 3 days is just because you're not moving fast enough. And you have to realize that you gotta go faster. Hang around people who are making a whole lot of money, and you'll notice something. You'll notice that these guys, it's just speed. It's more, faster. If you say, all right, I'll get that done in 2 weeks, they're thinking, what the hell is wrong with you? Get it done today. And so that's a state of mind that you need to be in. The third thing is that people just don't do things, they don't do the right things. So remember when I talked about bad advice, how I received all this bad advice? Well, that contributes to not doing the right things. So it's one thing to move fast, but if you're moving fast in the wrong things, then you're still not going to accomplish anything. So you got to think, are you doing the right things? And what I see a lot of people do is they focus on the wrong things. They focus on logos, business cards, creating an elevator speech, a one sheet, things like this, where it seems like the right thing to do, but it's actually not. It is not the thing that will actually get them the business. And so when you don't do the right things, you end up spinning your wheels. You create your business card, you create your logo, and you create your elevator. You work on your elevator pitch. And it just so happens you don't actually get business. And you don't get business because those aren't the things that actually get you the business. And so you have to make sure that you're doing the right things as well. So here are the three things again in terms of why people keep spinning their wheels. So one, they don't realize how long it takes to get traction. They don't realize how long it takes to get momentum. Two, they just don't move fast enough to get that momentum going. And three, they just don't do the right things.